Break it down. Break it down.
Hello, 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 everyone. Here we are on a Saturday, the 9th of September. I have one of my favorite people, my business partner for many, many years, Mike Ellis, and we are excited. You will see why. As you know, withdrawals are going out. Nobody loves that more than Mr. Mufaro. We got to remember that. He loves the idea of people making money, and people are making money. So, a good thing. We also know that they're working on many, many avenues of paying and receiving. That's what they want to do. That's what they always do. So be happy. We're in good hands. They are working around the clock in behalf of us. Simple. It's that simple. So we went on webinars every night, and the enthusiasm is mind blowing. It's fantastic. It's good to see. I'm glad people are staying upbeat because we should be. Well, listen, you never have an opportunity like on passive. Never, ever, ever, ever. And it's funny. People still call me. Hey, you ever look at other streams? To make money, other avenues. And I said, no. Why? I said, I've got I've got Niagara stream of revenue coming. What do you mean? Well, I mean, every product that comes out non-passive is another stream. And they said, yeah, but how many are you going to have? I said, there's dozens in the waiting. There's physical products in the waiting. I mean, it's not like they made one product and mastered it. They mastered many products that are in high demand. So boom, baby. Michael fill in wherever I leave off, and we feed off each other. We've done it for so long. But I also wanted to tell people, especially founders, remember something. I'm here with Mike now, and that's on purpose because I want to emphasize something. We wanted the 10 years we were together before on Passive. Our main thing was, yeah, first it was we want to make it incumbent, and that never changed. Of course we did. But we hated the part towards the end. You start thinking, we can't bring anybody with us. And even when we would stop marketing as much and try to find ways to bring people in and do what we're doing, it was impossible. When people tell you, you're going to be able to duplicate what I do, that's not true. That's one of the biggest lies in business online. Do this, get 50 no's, make a list. Listen, the list that everybody can make, you have beat up so bad. If you've been online 6 months, that list that you could possibly make has been pillaged. Okay. And everybody's thinking the same thing. I'm not going back to my family. I'm not going back because you're not generating a list. You're working off the same one every time you go to a new shiny object. That's before I'm passive. When I'm passive, the list of potential customers is ongoing. It's always fresh. And that's the beauty of it. Remember, when people come into ONPASSIVE for whatever reason, free product, O Connect, O Tracker, whatever ones we don't even know about, O Create, O Bless. I mean, the numbers are on and on and on and on. While they're there, they'll be walking through what we would call the mall of ONPASSIVE. They would be going to different areas and look and say, wow, what's that? See, that's why I've tried to say a long, long time. ONPASSIVE is more than just building a business for us founders. It's so much more. The day will come, and it won't be that long, that majority of the people on ONPASSIVE are customers. They're not coming here to build a business. They're coming here to use the products. People go to Zoom. How many of them build a business with Zoom? None. And they have 300 people that use Zoom now. 300 million. That's what I heard. I could be wrong. Go look it up. Google it. That's a lot. But nobody's going there with the intention, oh, I'd really like to share Zoom. That's not what they're doing. What ONPASSIVE did is took products that are in high demand and redid them from scratch with AI to make the experience mind blowing. If you go to O Connect right now people that are in ONPASSIVE now, they've been there, they've seen it. But if you're watching this for the first time, if you go to O Connect, I want you to compare it to any other platform, video conferencing platform. I want you to, because that's the only way you can judge what you like and you don't like. And I'm telling you, there will be no comparison. There just won't be. I've seen many of them. I've worked with all of them. And the features are mind blowing of what you can do. The beauty of ONPASSIVE is they took the highest technology possible and made it as easy as my grandmother could do it. That takes a lot of skill. That takes a lot of skill. And then when you get in ONPASSIVE and you have a teenager or a young adult living with you or your grandchildren, you introduce them to O Connect and they will have a blast. They will have a blast. But you can turn right around and introduce it to a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and they will have a blast. It's just different because everything there, all the extra bells and whistles or whatever you want to call them, all the extras are set up for everybody in the world. Somebody will use something, and it's a one-click wonder. And what do you mean by that? You get into O Connect, and you can do everything you would possibly need to do in your business without leaving O Connect. While you're live, the interaction. Listen, most video conferencing platforms are one way. I get up, I'm running a webinar, I'm talking, you're listening. There's not much feedback. Yeah, there's a Q&A, there's this, but it's random and you have to try to keep up. In O Connect, just a couple things. You can do a poll live. Listen, you could say, look, I'm thinking about going this direction in this meeting, and I could talk about 3 different things. I could talk about this, this, or this, and set out a post and ask questions now, right now. And within 2 or 3 minutes, have the answer of everybody in your webinar, whether it's 1,000, 10,000, and someday 100,000. And you can say, okay, 89% of the people want me to talk about A. Okay, Tuesday we'll talk about B. Really? And that's now, right now. The other thing is, you know, when you're in a webinar and you're trying to explain something and people got it and all that, attention spans are very limited. Not because the people are dumb or whatever. Life will knock you down as soon as you get off the webinar. In fact, you might get knocked down while you're on the webinar. But the point is, You can put a call to action right on the screen. Hey, you know what I want you to do? Go to this website, click it now and save it. Put it in your, save it so you can look at it later. That's powerful. That's powerful. And then let me tell you on top of that, and I'm only going to go over a couple of them, and I'm only talking about OConnect. At the end of OConnect, you're done your webinar. There's a redirect that everybody goes to. You can have them go to any website you want when they leave. And you can tell them, look, I'm going to shut down. It's over. Thank you all for being here. And by the way, that page that I put up, don't worry. You're going to go right to it as soon as you leave here, and you can put it in your favorites. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. See you next Tuesday. It's unbelievable. Another one, you walk up and you want to give a presentation, a written presentation, which waved bye-bye to me a long time ago. But a lot of people, professionals, want to be able to go step by step. You can put what you want to say on a prompter, click a button, and the prompter comes in front of you, but it's transparent. Like you can see through it. Now, the people you're talking to don't even see it, but yet I'm still looking straight at Mike like I am now, but I'm actually reading something straight ahead instead of looking down or looking this way or this way. It's beautiful. That's another one. That's another one. Playing videos. Okay, everybody, I need to play a video I want you to see. You will never, not in 2023, that I've ever seen, see a more clear, crisp picture as what plays on the video part of OConnect. I'm blown away. They did a flyover somewhere and you can almost see the people in the car. It was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. In fact, in most cases, the equipment that people own are not as good as what they're putting out. So you need to upgrade, and people are upgrading every day. So that's one part of this I wanted to bring up, but you should be stoked right now. We have people, Mr. Mufara has to tell the tech team, go home. Now, I don't know about you. That's not a regular what you call a worker. That's a team. That's a family. People don't do that. People, hey, you need to work overtime. I don't want to. It's mandatory. I used to be in a company that overtime was mandatory. They go down the list. If they can't get them, Marty had to stay. Call home, no, I can't make it. Birthdays, Christmas, all that. Here, you've got a village worth of people around the world working on your behalf. And I always remind people of how powerful that really is. And it was made, I heard people last night, I've heard people a couple of days ago, yeah, but what about me? What about, it was set up for you. It wasn't set up for marketers. Now, if a marketer saw ONPASSIVE, they're going to lose their mind because all the crap that goes on with a marketer is gone in ONPASSIVE. A real marketer comes in and sees ONPASSIVE like myself, Mike, and Dan, it's over. That's why we lost our mind when we saw it. That's exactly why. What? You can do what? You get what? I'm done. And we haven't even scaled. But that's what I'm saying, though. If you don't, for founders, if you don't know how and all that, that is why it was set up this way. I'm going to say it again for 2,000 times. Nobody can enter into ONPASSIVE except to a founder. Starts with, hey, let's connect the dots. Okay, let's connect the dots. We're going to say, well, when's the traffic going to start? It started a year ago, year and a half ago.
Yeah.
There is a holding pen of million people, maybe more, maybe 2 million. We were told you'll be surprised how many people are there. Smoke clears, things get running smoother. They're going to say, okay, we're going to give out the customers. Newsflash, everybody. Some of those customers bought the product. The company doesn't have a position. You could possibly get a customer that has bought the product. What does that mean? If it's your first sale, it's 100% commission. So I want you to go there. I don't want to get really wrapped up in that because it creates trouble. I don't like talking about money. I want to talk about results. Down the road, we will go with people and ask them, what has ONPASSIVE done for you 6 months from now, a year from now? It's going to be a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Mike for right now before I say too much and Mike gets off. But anyway, here he is.
No. That's really, really good, Marty. And you know what I want to stress to individuals is why is what Marty just said so relevant? Why is it relevant for you? He talked about one product of ONPASSIVE, and we know that product is superior. It's above market value, and we know it will be at a lower price point. Really, if you know that, you're in the right place. There is no other place in the world that companies can say what I've just said about ONPASSIVE and OConnect. So it's really relevant what Marty just told you, and he just scratched the surface on OConnect. It's better than that, a lot better than that. What I want to do now is, you know, we get a lot of questions from individuals, and they're always asking Marty and I, how do I talk to people? How do I approach people? How do I introduce ONPASSIVE to people? And I want to do just a really, really quick introduction to ONPASSIVE. And I know a lot of you here, you've heard a lot of this, but I want to talk as if I'm talking to those individuals that have come in and are affiliates now, or they're customers now. And I want to go over very, very quickly why ONPASSIVE is the place to be. And I'm going to try and do this in just a couple of minutes, guys. As you look at ONPASSIVE, if you're an affiliate, if you're a customer, you just come in, you're not quite sure what ONPASSIVE is. Obviously, when we talk about the products of ONPASSIVE, they are superior at a lower price point. Right there, that's a game changer. But as you look at ONPASSIVE and what it's going to be doing for you, the way it's been structured is for you to come in and win. What does that mean? It means to increase your bottom line. And what Mr. Mufareh has done, CEO of ONPASSIVE, he's put everything together. You can come in, use the products of ONPASSIVE, and then we get to the important product of ONPASSIVE, and that's traffic. It doesn't matter how you put your content together, what you do. If you can't drive traffic through it, you're going to lose. You can't win. You can't make any money. The nice thing about the products of ONPASSIVE, not only when you come in will you have the products of ONPASSIVE, but ONPASSIVE, Ash Mufareh and the tech team, they put the content together for you. And it's superior content. It's better than anything I've seen, and it will bring people in and they will sign up. Again, what do you do with all that content? You have to have traffic. ONPASSIVE is a traffic source. You can come in, purchase traffic, and as you drive, and here's where it gets really, really interesting. As you come in and purchase traffic, ONPASSIVE will do the work for you. They'll actually drive the traffic for you. They'll drive it through the content. They'll drive it through your organization. And as people come in and buy, become customers, land in your organization, you make a commission. That is ONPASSIVE in a nutshell. Very, very easy to understand. ONPASSIVE is going to do the majority of the work for you, but you do have to come in. You have to purchase the products. And the reason you have to purchase the products is because you have to have it on the shelf in order to sell it. Simple as that. In other words, if you want to make money in ONPASSIVE, you have to own the products so you can sell it. Once you own the products, ONPASSIVE will work for you, and those commissions will come in and you'll get paid. So it's very, very simple. I will do this video when I have time, and it'll be a little bit more polished. But that's what Marty and I talk about when we talk to new people. Short, sweet, this is what ONPASSIVE is doing. These are the benefits of ONPASSIVE. This is what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you. And the major thing that ONPASSIVE does is traffic. Not only will you get a little traffic as you come in and become an affiliate in ONPASSIVE, but you can actually buy traffic and let ONPASSIVE drive all of that traffic. It takes so much of the headache out of coming online and trying to build a business online because of what Ash has done, because of the way it's structured. It's here so you can win, and that's everybody. It's whether you're an early bird, whether you're a founder, whether you're an affiliate today. It's for everybody. So that's just a quick synopsis of kind of what I'm going to put on tape. It'll be a lot more polished than that. I'll try and do it in a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. And it's something you can put in front of people that have the question, well, okay, why should I come in and buy the product? What's ONPASSIVE going to do for me? And what are the benefits that I'm going to see? I think I can do that very, very quickly. And when you put it in front of people, they're just going to go, yeah, I'm in. And that's the purpose of what Marty and I do, what Dan, Marty, and I do all the time. Make it as simple as we can, as compelling as we can. The compelling part's very easy because it's ONPASSIVE, and then get it in front of people. So if you're looking for a way to put ONPASSIVE in front of individuals, it's coming. I haven't done it yet. As you can see, it's a little rough right now, but it'll get a lot more polished. And when it's done, you'll be able to use it, and it will be effective. And obviously, Marty and I and Dan, we want you to win. Now, we can go in a lot of different directions here. You will win. It's not even a question. And I can tell you how, when, and where. I'm not going to do that today, I don't think, unless Marty makes me. But it probably gets in some gray areas we shouldn't talk about. This thing's a done deal, guys. It is absolutely a done deal. And when everything registers in your mind, you're just going to, you're just going to have a great day. It really is as simple as that. Marty, I just wanted to throw that out there, Marty, just real quick, kind of tell people what we're doing, what's coming, and what they're going to be able to use. Hopefully that made sense. It'll be better than that when I put it on tape, but that's kind of the gist of it.
Fantastic. No, I know people might be skeptical of this statement, but I want to tell you, I didn't realize that my why was what I'm doing now. Yes, I need money, but I never was money hungry. I never, money. No, listen, I don't want to think about money. I don't want to think about it. The root of all evil is when you put it above God or put it above its importance. The important part of it is I don't want to sit around and play cards with my bills. You're getting paid, you're not. You love me not. No, I don't want to play that. I'm tired of bologna sandwich vacation. I'm tired of going to the store and seeing some old lady or some man digging in their wallet, their purse for change to pay something they know they don't have the money. They're embarrassed. That'll never happen when I'm around. Never. Listen, blessing people's right outside my door. I've said it before. And giving is, listen, there's medicine out there. There's vitamins. You can take multivitamins. You can drink certain shakes. You can do. You want to feel good and add years to your life? Give. I believe that. I believe that with all my heart. It can't feel that good and not create good things inside your body. No doubt. No doubt about it. You know what Mr. Mufaro says one time? I asked him for something. It was a change for somebody. It wasn't for me. I said, is that possible to do that? He goes, thinking about it, I haven't done enough good today. So yeah, let's do that. That's how he talks. I'm not kidding. People think I'm crazy. That's who he is. And yes, I know sometimes I get in a meeting, I've had people say it. Well, you get kind of wired when you're talking about stuff. It's because I care. I definitely care. I care for everybody I've met in ONPASSIVE. I talk to every night or every day or on the phone or different webinars. That's why I'm here. The journey turned out for me to be one of the biggest deals. Now we're starting to see withdrawals. And the other day I mentioned I made more in blank than I did the whole time I was online. And some people took offense. But I want to say something. That's not what it was for. Because I could come up with many sentences and things that goes on that would probably offend people. I don't want to do that. I never wanted to do that. And I'll tell you what, anytime I can share to help somebody else that wants to run, or maybe soar, or maybe I will do it if I can. Now, am I going to show somebody how to market like I am? No, I've been through that. It's not good, and it's actually not productive. But with ONPASSIVE, Building your business on top of what the company will do is very easy. And Mike said this last night in a webinar, and I've heard it before. I've said it. When you start to become, I felt successful on ONPASSIVE 4 years ago, before money even came. I visualized where we're going, not where I am. Temporary, broke, temporary this. What freaking good is that? Think about where you're going. But I'll tell you, and this is no doubt, Mike said it last night in the meeting, and I've said it many times. People that know. When your success, not your success physically or whatever, when your success monetarily, which is, it is an indicator. When it happens, no matter how much, the first time it happens, you're going to get a little taller. You're going to look a little thinner. You're going to look a little younger. You're going to walk straight up. You're going to have a little bit of bounce to your walk. And no doubt, people will walk up to you and go, something different about you. Did you get a haircut? No. Did you lose weight? No. It's kind of like a glow about you. It's called ONPASSIVE. It's called, for the first time in my life, I can win. I mean, something that the people running it and the design of it, the actual conception of ONPASSIVE was built with heart to help me. And I'm talking for you. Once you know that, you start to get that payoff, whatever that payoff is, money, $5, $10, $5,000, whatever it is. When you get that, you're going to look different. You're going to walk different. You're going to talk different. And that's when you become the hunted. Now, a lot of people say they don't get it. They don't understand. What ONPASSIVE has done for the last year and a half, back to the Burj Khalifa, first time in 2022, then triggered switching over for the company to be the hunted. And it's very, very simple for me to explain that. And I've done this, I've said this 1,000 times too, but it's redundancy. People will listen. Sometimes you hear, sometimes you don't. I want you to listen. When that Burj Khalifa and all those lights are going up, some people saw colors and amazing light show. Some red ONPASSIVE. And it might not even be the people that were directly there. It could be some of the people that they showed it to at home, who showed it to somebody at home, who the CEO went to the board meeting and said, what is this? My wife just sent me this from Dubai. Now you might think, oh, none of that happens. I'm telling you right now, it happens. I work for a Fortune 500 company, and everybody in that room, shareholders, I know you look at me and think, you've never walked in a shareholder. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I ran meetings, okay? They'll come up with our competitor at the time and say, how did they get this? Now you're thinking, how do they even know they got it? Because their nose is smelling it. So when ONPASSIVE goes up that thing, it's more than colors. When movers and shakers go on vacation to Dubai, because it's a 5-star city, what it is, and they look to the right and they see ONPASSIVE, they ride a train and go next station ONPASSIVE, they go up an escalator ONPASSIVE. Business people look at stuff different than average people. And they're punching in, guaranteed, what is ONPASSIVE. Now what's happening? Ash doesn't have to go seek the diamonds in the rough for his company. They're coming to him. And what happens then now, what do you have to offer us? Because the cream of the crop rises to the top. Ash said this to me The first hour I talked to me, myself, Mike, and Dan, he said, "Oh, the cream always rises to the top." I've heard it 1,000 times, but when you see it happening and you see people rising, I've seen it in ONPASSIVE. Introverts that never talk, they're hiding behind a table if they can, are now doing meetings with hundreds of people. We'll stand on here and talk to thousands of people. What did that? ONPASSIVE. The platform enabled people to be the best of the best. And now we have people coming from all around the world, trust me, that want to be part of ONPASSIVE. They are now in a big tug of war. Who's going to buy the product first? I don't know about you, but there's a lot of companies that would love to have that problem. And how many companies do you know that open the door to 1 million customers? I don't know any. And growing every day. So be proud. You're going to be fine. You're going to be more than fine. But remember, your problem's here. Some of the payment, some of the other is here. We did it. Your limitations are 4 inches between one ear and the other. Some of us, like Chris Johnson's, more like 8 inches. But the point is, your limitations are between your ears, guaranteed. How do I know? I lived it. Everything I did in life was hard. Very hard. Oh, you have to have a college degree. What? You're not going to make that level. You're not going to be able. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. I loved it. It made my life better. What did Ash say? You guys have no idea what I go through every day. And you know what else he said? I wouldn't want it to be easy. It means a lot. It means a lot. But because of all the struggle he's doing, all the stuff, all the heavy lifting they're doing, we reap the reward. So keep the faith, keep going forward. If there's people in your life that are negative, I don't care if they're family members, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You can meet them at a picnic. You can do that. Everybody said, oh, I'm afraid to go to my family. I wouldn't go to my family anyway. I'm not going to my family to talk about ONPASSIVE. That list was beat up 20 years ago. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I have no intent. It hurts too much, and I don't care. That's why I'm saying if you can't make a list of people you don't know, you're not a marketer. ONPASSIVE is though, and they're making that list for you. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Keep the faith, and don't tell me what you have. I'm sick and tired of founders telling me, well, I don't have, and I don't have. You have no idea what you have. You can't know. It hasn't all been unveiled yet. Well, I don't have. What's behind the curtain? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Exactly. So don't tell me what you don't have until it's revealed to all of us. And some of this will be revealed to NDA, back office. It's a family. You don't put out all your family laundry, okay? Let's just wait until it's time, and we will find out what we need to find out when we need to find out. If you go and speculate, you're making a big mistake for you. The company doesn't need it, and 99.9% of the time, you're wrong. I know, I've made mistakes. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Mike, you want to add anything?
I do. I want to talk about testimonials. Testimonials are a really, really powerful thing. And Marty the other day kind of gave a testimonial, and the testimonial was to emphasize what's going to be happening to you. Okay. And I believe over the course of the next couple of months, we're all going to have a testimonial. It'll be very, very powerful. And here's what happens when you start to have a testimonial. And Marty talked about it a little earlier. You start to feel better. You start to look a little different, and people notice it. You're a little cheerier, and that smile is always on your face. And as things continue to improve, believe me, people see that, whether they're in your family, in your community, at your church, where you work, whatever it is, They see something different. They really do. And eventually what's going to happen, these individuals, whether you've talked to them before or not, they're going to come up to you and go, you know, Susie, you look terrific. What's going on in your life? And you can tell them, well, life is just really, really good right now. I have no complaints. I'm blessed. It's just terrific. And they're going to go, well, what changed? What are you doing? How is this happening to you? And as Marty said, you say one word, ONPASSIVE. That's all you have to say. And they're going to ask you, well, what is ONPASSIVE? You can tell them a little bit about ONPASSIVE. And then they're going to come back to you and they're going to go, would that work for me? Could I do that? Will ONPASSIVE do that for me? Well, the answer is yes. So it becomes very, very easy as that testimonial within you starts to grow. Now, Marty talked about the corporate side, Mr. Mufara, Mr. Muhammad Kamal, and what's happening there. It really is no different. As ONPASSIVE progressed 2 years, 3 years, now 4 years, 4.5 years, five years, the individuals within ONPASSIVE, and Ash brought just terrific people into ONPASSIVE, they started to change, and you could see it in them. You could see what was happening. Something exciting was happening. And it was the same with Mr. Mufara. He got more and more and more confident, and I believe that's just going to continue to grow, although I don't know how you can be more confident right now than Mr. Mufara. But what happens, yes, you become the hunted. And people saw ONPASSIVE. They saw what they were doing. Then you go to the Burj Khalifa, ONPASSIVE on the tallest building in the world. Then you get the CEOs looking at it. Then you get countries looking at it. Then they look at Ash Mufara. They look at the corporate side. They look at the products of ONPASSIVE, and they're going, what is ONPASSIVE? And all of a sudden, you not only get individuals coming to Mr. Mufara and wanting to know what ONPASSIVE is, you get companies, you get organizations, and you get countries. This is what's behind the curtain that Marty's talking about. How many countries have come to Mr. Mufara and said, we have to be part of this? Again, what did Marty say? Everything that comes into ONPASSIVE goes through the founding members. That's you and I. Well, if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 countries going through, and then you have all kinds of organizations in that country that sees what they're doing, that they're going to come into ONPASSIVE. The flood that's going to be coming into ONPASSIVE is going to be extraordinary. It's going to be something that's never been seen before. And what does that do for you and I? Everything that comes into ONPASSIVE goes through you and I, the founding members, those individuals that have that early bird position. What does that do for you? Well, your bottom line is going to be taken care of, in my opinion. What does that do for you? You're going to have a testimonial that's going to continue to grow in you, and you are going to change, and you will be the hunted. That's where we all want to get. That's where we all will get. Just take a breath, relax, let ONPASSIVE do what they're doing right now. Build that testimonial, and in time, your family will come to you, your friends will come to you, your church will come to you. The people where you work, they will come to you, and they're all going to want to know, how did you do this? And you're going to be able to tell them. It's very, very simple. So testimonials, very, very powerful, but a testimonial is to edify those individuals on the outside. And that's what Marty was doing the other day, showing you where you're going to be, how it's going to work, to edify you, to get you to a place where you understand, yeah, this is real. It's happening to me. And that's what testimonials are all about. And each and every one of us, and Ash will do this, he'll send a camera crew to each state, to each country, to each province to do those testimonials so he can put it up there. You're going to be a superstar. When he says you will be known around the world, that's one of the reasons why. You will be doing a testimonial and millions of people will be seeing you. So you can, I don't know how you'll take that, but however you take it, you can start that right now, because that is going to happen. That's it, Marty. Just real short.
Yep, fantastic. I want to end on something. The beauty of ONPASSIVE is it's colorblind, it's nation blind, it's religion blind. The beauty is the people suffering the worst will be impacted the biggest. Here's why. the same $500 that I make, one of my brothers or sisters in Papua New Guinea gets that same commission, and it will feed a village. When I get to 1,000, that same $1,000 goes to Papua New Guinea. I'm using it as an example because there's a lot of family over there for me, extended family, Mike too, that we're going to see the biggest impact, because what to somebody in North America might make, and the levels a little higher, will absolutely change people on passive in Papua New Guinea, in India, in Bangladesh. And that's what I can't wait for. I can't wait to see some of my brothers and sisters in Papua New Guinea just glowing, because no matter how hard we think we have it, or how hard someone thinks they might have it, there's billions of people that live a million times harder life than we do. No doubt about it. So that's what I can't wait for when we get into testimonials. Wouldn't it be cool to hear testimonials from people like Papua New Guinea, people like in India, 4 parts, Africa? I can't wait. I'm sorry, I just can't wait. And it'll be a big, big deal. I'm so happy over that. I'm going to say a couple shout outs real quick because that's what I do. I did cut it back so I don't have to get to so many people, but it never works. Don Parker, my brother from another mother's in the house. Hello, Don. Josette Montalava, Malavo. Hello. Life and Nature's in the house. Sarit Jana, welcome. Kiba Witzwu. I know I didn't say that right, and I apologize right now. Jean Oliva's in the house. Here's a diamond that came out of the rough wind a year ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Yep, everybody knows who she is. And listen to me. There's enough lanes in ONPASSIVE for everybody to go in their lane. Trust me. And if you don't, shame on you. It's here for you. Praveen Kumar, thank you so much for being here. Cynthia Deering, thank you, thank you, thank you. Patricia Parent, it goes without saying. Casey Devin Bergen's in the house. Thomas Hind, Abdi also, thank you, Abdi. Very good leader. Fitmata, Sanoa, thank you for being here. Zombie Guy's always here. Jerry Nix is here. You're doing a great job, Jerry. Just cool. Everything's falling into place perfectly. Mr. Yosef Adal, welcome. Emil Pityer, welcome. Ali Masamanga. I think I said that right. I really do. I think I lucked out. Myra Aquino, thank you for being here. Levy Mama Bolo. I said that right too, I'm sure. Comfort Comfort, the one and only Comfort Comfort. She does amazing work. She does 2 a days. Anybody in sports knows what that means? It's rough. But she does 2 webinars every day. Don't know if she's doing one today, but whatever's going on, go look in the back office. I believe Janet is doing something today. But go in the back office and check it out. And Janet, if you're here, post it. Dominic Sean Pinto is in the house. I'm getting hit on my phone. Summon Chandro Steele, welcome. Sunny M. Cena is in the house. Robert Tantulo is in the house. Stephen Callahan, Alfred Smith. Akram's in the house. Akram from Bangladesh. Does a great job, Akram. You really do. Good job. One of the dynamic duos, Listra's here, which means her sister isn't far behind. Burgess Jurgensen, Tanmoy Stichter. Hi, sir. I'm a proud founder. Of course you are. How could you not be? Naris Buryaya. Bill, the unbelievable Musk, is in the house. Look what all he did. He helped everybody. And nobody even knows what he looks like. So if somebody knocks on your door and there's nobody there, it's Bill. Let them in. I'm just kidding. Praveen Kumar, what's up? Roy McAfee. Rob Lynn Mides here. So we got Lynn Nakamoto. I think there's 3 or 4 Lynn Nakamoto's. Got to be with all that she does. Lori Lund's here. She's the one. I know what she's waiting for. She wants to get the money to buy a Clydesdale, but in the meantime, she's going to rent out Chris Johnson. I tried to tell her he's not a horse, he's a mule. Just kidding. I can't help myself. Karina Lance, what's up? Frank Rowe, thanks for everything you do. Lex Andrews, sounds like a new name. So true, Marty. We know not what we have. That's for sure. Stop saying what you have and this is what we got and what you don't freaking have a clue. None of us do. There's other curtains that haven't been opened yet. Cynthia Deering, like I said, hello. Yvonne is here. Virginia is here. David Angelic is in the house. Lily Lane, the one and only Lily Lane is here. We have, what do we got? Roy Davies from Florida's in the house. Pam's here. Naveen Benny, thank you. Richard, Bruce, Brian, Elizabeth, Wanda. We had over 550 people here today. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. M. Kylie, I'm almost done, believe it or not. You wonder why I can't talk at nighttime. Jerry Nix, hi. Oh, okay, no, that's not to me. That's good. Life and nature, whoa. Oh, I did it. We're down. We're done. William DeLome, where you been, man? Kissing marshmallows or whatever it is. Faith Mitchell, boom. Anyway, I want to, let me do one more thing. I want to thank Guyad RB from New York for 2 super stickers. Thank you very much, sir. You're a class act and a great individual. Thank you very much. Live chat. Okay, all done with that. We're going to wrap it up. I want to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was a great turnout. And if anything that you're going to share the truth because it's positive. If you don't know, say, I don't know. But if somebody comes up to you and says, I'm not getting, or nobody knows that. We don't even know what's behind the big curtain yet. We do not know. So stop assuming. If you know Ash by now, there's something big that we don't know, because there's always something big we don't know. Every time he comes up with something, it's bigger than before. So I don't see that trend changing. So keep the faith. Be happy. Look. There's a lot of things to stress over in life. ONPASSIVE's not one of them. ONPASSIVE's definitely not one of them. That's a waste of time. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I want to say goodbye. Mike, want to say goodbye?
I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Yeah, we'll do this again.
Absolutely.
We have so much to share with you. You know, we could be here for another 5 hours and still have more. But we'll do it again.
My mind's racing right now. More to say, but I'm going to stop. All right.
Believe me, when you tell me not to speculate, Marty, that's when I just go wild. I speculate about everything.
No, I know. There's nothing wrong with, but just keep in mind.
Keep it low key.
Yeah, but keep in mind what you're speculating. If it's not positive, then it's not happening.
That's correct.
Does that help? Okay, I'll see you on. God bless. I see Nancy here from Papua New Guinea. Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I didn't see you. Oh, I haven't seen you for a long time. Hello, David Wolowski. What's up? Okay, I've got to stop.